In this lesson, we're going to be learning about all the different types of questions which are available to us in CSPro CAPI. It's important that we understand how the different question types look and feel on the tablet. Then we can choose the right question to capture the right pieces of data. Also today, we'll be having a look at how skips and validations work in CSPro so that we can fully understand all of its capabilities and design an effective system for our example in this course. Let's take a look. So this is a simple example of how a CAPI system will look on the tablet inside of the CS entry application. You can see, first of all, we have at the top a variable name, household ID. Then we have our question text, which is instructing the interviewer what to do or what to read out to the respondent. Then we have an input field where our answer will be. And we have navigation controls back and forward to move forward and back throughout the survey. At the bottom, we have the input keyboard. You can see here, because this is a numeric type question, we have the numeric keyboard. So the interviewer would simply type in the household number and press the next key. The next type of question we have is what's called a date type question. This allows the interviewer to input a date quite easily by scrolling through the days of the month of the year, and back and forward throughout the years. When the correct date is in between the blue lines, they can advance to the next question. Next, we have a name. This is an example of a text type question, as we can type in any text that we like using alpha or numeric characters. After this, we have an example of a single select question. Here, we have a question text, a variable name, and two or more answer options. In a single select, we can only select one of these answers at a time. Next, I have age, which is another example of a numeric question. The relationship to household head is again a single select. Next, we have a question about literacy. This is an example of a skip. If I press yes to this question, I'll then be asked which languages I'm literate in. But if I press no, I'll skip past these languages questions. The language question itself is our final type of question. It's called a multiple select, meaning that the interviewer can select one or more answers from the list. The next question is an example of option filtering. You can see the options on this screen are only the options that I selected in the previous question about language, rather than asking for all of the languages which I don't speak. Before we complete today's lesson, we're going to have to download CSPro on our PCs, ready to start building our application. Or, if you have CSPro installed already, we'll need to upgrade to the latest version. Let's take a look at how to do this. To download CSPro, you'll need to visit this website, www.census.gov/data/software/cspro.html. On this page, you can see lots of background information about the CSPro system, which may be of interest to you. But to download, we can click here on the download button. Next, you'll need to select which version you want, and we'd like to take for this course 7.1.3. And to download CSPro, we're going to press here on the first one, CSPro 7.1.3 Installation Package. To download CSPro, you'll need to complete this short web form with your name, organization, which country you're in, and your email. You should leave this ticked so that you can receive future information about CSPro updates. When you've completed filling out the form, you can press the Submit Form button at the bottom here. Today we've been greeted with an error. I think it's a mistake in the web page. So what I'm going to do is come up to my title bar here, and I'll remove this &23 from the end and retry. Great, now CSPro 7.1 is downloading. When the download is complete, simply press on the exe file to install. Installing CSPro is just like installing any other application in Windows. You can press first of all here, I agree, and then press next all through the setup. We'll only need a default installation type. Once installation is complete, you'll have a shortcut to CSPro 7.1 on your desktop, ready to start work. That's all for this lesson. Now we have a basic idea of how the questions, skips, and validations will look on our tablet for CSPro. Also, we've downloaded CSPro on our desktop PCs, and we're ready to start next lesson building our system for the example project in this course.